Hi guys, this is Pramod here, and I am basically from PhoneDevBlog. So today I will start with the Unity basics. First of all, let me give you some behind the scene of the Unity 3D game engine. So Unity 3D is basically a 3D game engine that allows you to make games in a 3D environment. And with the version of 4.3, Unity has introduced some special features for the 2D game development. So if you are a small studio or maybe some developer who is working on some 2D games, then Unity 3D is for you. As you know, Unity 3D is free of cost, means it's free. By using its free edition, you can make your apps unless and until your average annual revenue is less than $1 lakh. That one is very pretty much high, I guess. So let's start with the Unity 3D, and you can go to the http unity3d.com and click on download, and you can download the latest version. It's a Unity 3D 4.5.3. It's the latest version here to this time, and you can also go for Pro with a 30-day trial, but I recommend you to go with free edition as it's easy to use, and same as the case with the Unity Pro. So after you have downloaded it, you will get this icon and all in your desktop or maybe something. So I have just put it in here in taskbar. So let me click this one. So it's loading. By just press Alt and then click this icon, then you will get some menu options like this one. So you can just click go to the create option, and you can just type, let's make a demo project for like demo on the blog. Okay, so now you have some packages that you can import in your game, but let's make it simple one, and we don't require this kind of example and all. So make sure you add 2D, because by default it will create a 3D object for you, or 3D project for you, but we're using this 2D because we are making a 2D games here. If you want to go for 3D, we will cover this in new series also. In new series, let's start with 2D here just. So let's create one. So it will take a time, like some compiling and all. You can click save. Yeah. So this is the basic editor of the Unity 3D. Here, let's start with simple menu option. You have file. You can create a new scene, open, save, and save as a scene. So what exactly is a scene is? So first question. So scene is basically you can say UI, the front end that you are going to see in your game. Okay, so you can create a new project here also, or you can open, save, and build setting, build and run and exit. Okay, so we will talk about build setting and build in upcoming videos. So we have edit, assets, game, object, component, window, and help. So let me just jump over to this environment. Like this is the scene. Basically you are going to see. I guess you will not see this kind of environment because I already, when I click on, there is a button called as layout. If you click on this default, you will see this, I guess. So that the layout I have made for the game. So you can change the layout also by just dragging this here and there, but we will not doing it, and you move to default one after that. So let's start. So we have a assets folder already created, and you can just create folder with just like right clicking and create folder here. You can go for JavaScript and C# and whatever you want to make it. So this is the view basically. If I click control and my mouse scroll bar, you can see I can see the main camera. So main camera basically the view that we are going to see, and here we have inspector, where you can inspect the properties of this game, this object. So it's basically an hierarchy which contains the certain objects. Like we have only main camera here. If I click on the game object and create a cube, okay, so if I click on main camera, as you can see in camera view, you are able to see that cube, and if you go to game, you can see that cube. So basically it's a hierarchy that allows you to add items in the scene and all. So let's go to scene view, and if you click on this one, you will get cubes property. So it's basically a cube. It's having Gauss collider. So basically Unity using the box 2D as a physics engine. So it's as it's a cube is a 3D object, but as you are seeing in main camera, we have orthographic view projection. So we can only see the 2D objects as a 2D object, and we have a size. We can just dragging here and left and right, we can increase and decrease whatever we want. Let's make it default in 5. Okay. And all the properties that a main camera can have. So basically this tutorial is based on the shortcuts and all. So I have a sheet. So we have control new. You can just click on control new and it will create a scene for you. So right now we are not interested in making that one. Let's cancel it. And similarly you can open it, save and save as. And if you click on control B, let's see. So this is the build setting. You can, by using the free edition of Unity, you can make a games for this one. But these are grayed out options. You cannot make for them. As I am on Windows, so I cannot make an iOS app, but I can make Android, BlackBerry and Windows phone. So it's basically a build setting. You can just add your scene. Okay, right now I don't have saved the scene, so let's save first. So let's save scene. Let's make a folder and name it scene. Click on it and let me start with menu. Okay, so as you can see, I have created a scene and it's already made for me. And if I click Control B, and let's switch to the platform Android, as we are mainly targeting with Android and Windows phone. Let's switch the target and click on add current. So menu.unity, that the first scene is getting added, and we can build and run whatever we wanted. If you run it, you will just see what this camera is seeing and is small cube and all. Okay, so as you can see, you can go to this edit tab using the shortcuts Control Z and Control Z, Y, X, C, V, and according to that these are same thing. If you want to refresh your assets, like these are assets that we are going to add in, when you can just go to Control R, game object you can create by Control Shift 10. Like these are the game objects that we add in object hierarchy, and Windows for this one, and these one selections and all basically comes when you are much more comfortable by using the game. And tools, you can use Q, W, E, R, W, X, and let me show you how you can use this pan, move, rotate and scale. So I have a cube. As let's first click on main camera and I have a cube. So as you can see, this we have 4 options. Like first one is, if I click it, I can just drag it like a view. So if I'm scrolling down and I just can drag this item, and same is a shortcut for its Q. If I click W, as you can see, I clicked this one, so I can just move it in whatever direction I want. There is a Z direction also, but you cannot see. You can see by just clicking on this icon and it will move to 3D. And if you can see here, cube, you can move in 3D also, but we are not interested, so we click 2D back and it will just. So if I click E, I can just rotate it and make sure, and by using R I can resize the cube and whatever size I want. So like I want this one like this. So you can see it's too big for main camera actually. Oh, where's my camera? Oh, I have renamed it. Okay, so these are the all basics that shortcuts that I want to discuss with you right now. So let's move to the next tutorial, in which we are going to see how you can add the objects in hierarchy, or how you can add the sprites in that, and how you can add a simple player and move it around using some force and all. So thank you everybody. Make sure you log into the site PhoneDevBlog, and please subscribe and comment if you like to do.